Good evening, everyone. So let me just take a brief moment to introduce you the main guy from our organization, Dimitar Petkov, and you see him on the screen. He is actually the president of the organization, and he is going to be the lead coach and director at the summer camp that I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to share my screen. Thank you, Mon, for this wonderful opportunity that we could sort of describe what we do and what our summer camp programs are. So we are, this organization is about music, and it's about classical music, and specifically classical chamber music. So we are a group of student and professional musicians. And actually the first chamber group was formed, I believe is back in 2016. And then we just take the kids out to the nursing homes and to perform for the elderly. And that experience really gives us a chill. So we thought about, establish an organization to really promote music education and to let music serve for the local community. So we incorporated in 2 years later in 2018, and we are the 501c3 nonprofit organization. We're located in Westford, and three main focus. As I said before, we are focusing on classical chamber music, and that's our key, or that's our core program. And we also explored some like a folk music, especially like a Chinese folk music. One of the things we really want to do is to really explore the folk music and what are the common things that sort of cut across different type of music, and to deepen the understanding and the how to kind of better communicate through music. And another thing we are trying to focus and have been focusing on is to encourage kids to self-study and to motivate them to search and research on facts and historical events that are surrounding a piece of music. So that helps them to kind of have an in-depth understanding of the music piece, and also kind of trying to build up this presentational skills, meaning that when a group of kids playing music, and they would spend a minute or so to tell the audience what the music is about, some facts about composers and what they like about music, that kind of thing. And the most important thing actually is ultimately we want to have music and to serve the local community. So that's what we focus on. And as I said, so we are promoting music education, and we also kind of focus on community service. Specifically, our chamber ensembles usually would consist of 3 to 5 kids. So for each ensemble group, our coach or coaches, they pick greatest pieces of music, and they really factor in a different level of playing of the kids and also their personal interest. And the meeting is on a weekly basis, just coached by those professional musicians. And I talked about to nurture the joy of playing together, and also deepen the understanding of the music, the meaning and expression, and also sharpen the performance skills. The highlight, I guess, each year would be our annual concert. It's a concert mostly about like an hour and a half, and playing the music that they had been learning and playing throughout the year. And we take our kids to out to the nursing homes, to community centers, to play for the elderly, for the underserved. And we also play at several local venues like Parish Center for the Arts. We also played quite frequently at Kimball Farm. They have a country store and cafe, so that's the venue that we played often. And we also send like one or two groups to some public, private, or charity event. So that's basically what we do. And about our summer music programs, we basically have 3 branches. So given that it's such a special year, so we kind of tailored our program to make it either in person or online or a hybrid of both in person and online. So we focus on a music camp that's by design, it's a fully in person. And we also have weekly chamber ensembles. That's kind of on demand, could be in person, could be online. And we also have several mini classes. So we'll get to details here. Summer music camp. We plan to have 3 week-long sessions. So we have one session right after school ends. It's starting on June 28th, that week. And then we have 2 other weeks when it close to the end of summer vacation. So you can see it here. It's August 16th, the second week, and August 23rd, that's the third week. And our summer camp, in-person camp, is going to be held in a church building in Westford. And the building actually is it's quite friendly and open and spacious, and also well equipped. I'll show you some of the pictures a little later. And we have a couple of professional musicians. As I introduced you, Dimitar Petkov, he's going to be the lead director, lead chamber coach and director at the summer camp. And we have a couple of other professional musicians is going to be working at the camp day by day. And we also have some like a high school or early college student who are going to be served as a camp counselor. And for example, on a daily basis, we would have classes on music theory, composition. We also have like improvisation. And on each day, we have 2 sessions for chamber coaching. That's basically really kids playing together, coached by professional musicians. We have workshops, and we also on a daily basis have solo recitals. And the solo recitals would be really showing how much progress they could make on their instrument. And we also have musical games, rhythmic games, and we also go outdoors when weather is nice. Again, the highlight is Friday concert. You can see on this chart, on this one, so we have this is just kind of a typical ensemble performance, 5 kids playing string instruments. And several ensembles, they just do 1, 2, or 3 programs depending on how much progress they make throughout the week. And so at the end, you can see all those paparazzis, they are taking pictures, and that's basically the Friday concert. And this is the most anticipated events actually at the summer camp. How do they get there? So we have as I said, we have chamber coaching 2 hours on each day. So kids are going to be grouped based on their level, their interest, and our professional musicians are going to coach them to go through 1, 2, or 3 pieces, again, depending on their ability to carry out the playing. So mostly string, and we also have piano. You don't see wind instrument, but we do have it here. And workshops, we invite other professional musicians, local professional musicians to come here, give our second opinion. So that's kids just benefit from that tremendously. And other than that, we also have other activities. Like one of the things kids really liked in the previous camp was the composition section. And that session actually is structured. So the teacher would talk about the certain structure of the music and give them example. And then they would just either mimic or come up with their own if they're creative enough. And our musicians would just review their scores and trying to work out and trying to polish, and pointing out here or there what could be improved. So that's one of the things. These are the pictures shows that composition session, and of course they have fun. They play games. They also have great fun outdoors. So it's such a spacious. It's a good facility. They're a large area outdoor with this playground. So kids are really like it a lot. So that's the summer camp, in-person camp, and then we have chamber ensembles. Again, it's about 3 to 5 students. Once we have enough of students interested in forming a chamber ensemble, we would start working on it. And we have certain requirements in terms of chamber ensembles, because it's such a thing that demand the kids to have a certain level of training to be able to play together, to play chamber music. So our requirement, 8 to 18, and they should have 3 or more years of private lessons. And we do have this audition process for replacement, and we just ask you to do a up to 10-minute recordings so that our chamber coaches could listen to it and sense at which level your kid is at, and trying to group them in the best way that would serve their learning. And again, the chamber ensemble would be on weekly basis. We call it weekly meets or rehearsal. And we either have live concert, pre-COVID period, we always have live concert, but we moved to online during COVID, and we also developed the capability of doing audio video recording. So that can be hybrid. And we also developed a series of mini classes, including music history, talking about great composers throughout different music eras. And we also have many classes about practical music theory. That's music theory, how that can be applied to your instrument play. We also have improvisation, like making your own songs or doing a variation of a popular song. And we have lessons about music listening and appreciation. We also, for younger kids, have group lessons for if they just started learning like a music instruments. And those mini class, we already developed them, so they're in place. But the thing is, we operate in the way it's schedule on demand. So once we have enough demand to have a class, we just get it going. So that's how it works. I'll stop talking here. I just want to give you some idea about the facility here, but that's all.
Yeah, I think given the time, maybe you guys can, the parents can ask question in the chat, and you guys can maybe answer it through the chat. So, I don't know, Dimitar, do you want to say anything, or that? I know you were here.
Yes, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's a pleasure to hear and see all the presentations. I think that what our main goal is to give the opportunity of the kids to play together and to share their achievements, and to expose them to the world of classical music. And also, for us, it's very important to share their talent with the community. And the outreach concerts have been a very important part of what we do. And this was pretty much at the beginning and I'm so glad to see the program growing, and to see all the classes we offer, the mini classes, the theory, music theory, and also the improvisation, as building blocks towards the development of excellent musicians.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Sure, thank you.
Can I add one thing that I didn't say? Yeah, I think Yumio did a very good job, and also other presenters talking about the precautionary measures regarding COVID and how we follow guidelines and stuff. So one thing I want to add is for this summer in-person camp, we did talk about maximum number of kids we can take. I think the number is 13 or 15.
I believe it's 15 students maximum.
Yeah, because the facility we have a very big hall. Actually, I was going to show, to give you a sense about the surroundings and the facilities, but it's pretty spacious. And my kid actually has been at the camp, and she still want to go this year when we have it in person. So as a parent, I myself do not have concern. We just need to be really precautious. And I think the space really allows us to spacing the kids like at least 3 feet or 6 feet. And we're strictly following the policies, not really kind of a CDC, but policies that Westford School District is following. So we're strictly, abide by the rule.
And so thank you, everyone, the presenters and the parents. It's great. I've definitely learned a lot. I have some, my own interests. So I think that's it for today. And have a good night, everyone. So
Thank you for the
hopefully see
opportunity.
you soon.
Thank you.
Sure. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye. Bye.